What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, back with another channel update. First and foremost, I want to wish everybody a very happy and safe Halloween. Hopefully you guys get lots of candy. Hopefully there's no razors in the apples, no needles in the fucking Rice Krispie treats, homemade Rice Krispie treats. Do you remember that shit? I can specifically remember being a kid and getting the odd time you'd get something homemade, and like immediately you're like, fuck no. You're like, it wasn't even a question. It was like, even as soon as you leave the house, you're fucking throwing it down the road. And like, you know what, bless their hearts, old folks and stuff like that, I think they thought they were being nice. And you know what, in hindsight, those Rice Krispies and all that homemade shit was probably the most fucking supremely delicious snacks you could have possibly got. Because what do you get on Halloween anyway? You get a fucking some shitty candy. I'm never a candy fucking person, so all that candy was like a waste of time, unless it was Tootsie Rolls, chocolate bars, and motherfucking bags of chips. And then the odd times you get a can of pop. Shout out to Cecil in the old neighborhood. He would give cans of pop. He was, I don't know what is, maybe he didn't care, or he had a few in him or something, but you go up to his house like 20 times and you're walking around with a fucking pillowcase full of cans of pop, man. I had a lot of good times with Halloween when I was a kid. I'm sure a lot of people did, maybe you didn't, but like I said, there was a shortage of razor blades in the apples in my area. But according to the internet, as of like nowadays, like the thing is with the internet nowadays, people just fucking they don't get out. Do you know what I mean? Like, leave the house, my friend, and get some fucking, go down to the goddamn riverbank and sit there and smoke a spliff, and you'll be doing what's right. Anyways, let's get to the update. So basically, for everyone that is follower of the channel, follower of the Instagram, of the zine, Cinema 187 issue 666, currently in production right now. I'm still working on my comic, which I've called Vomit Coffin. Okay, I initially was going to be calling it Vomit Funnies, but then the title just kind of came to me one night. And I'm not going to show the front cover of this because I do have a mock-up of the front cover art, but you may or may not be able to see this Vomit Coffin right there. So far I've got 19 pages. I thought it was 20, and on the 19th page I wrote on the back when I signed and dated it the 20th page, and it's not. It's the fucking 19th. So I'm thinking it's going to probably be 30 pages. Okay, so my goal is to possibly do as many as 5 this week, and I did 3 like on Sunday night. Maybe it was Saturday night, I don't remember, but I did a few, so I know I can hit a few over the weekend and then throughout the week. And I'm not gonna like guarantee that it's gonna be done. I can't guarantee when this fucking zine's gonna be done, but what I can guarantee is this comic is gonna kick fucking ass. Already it's the longest comic I ever did, like, if not including like the Out on Parole and Pawn Shop Funnies, like, Blood Drunk was 13 pages. And I thought that was like, I was like, fuck, this is 13 pages, oh my god. Now I'm like 19 pages deep, and I'm like, okay, we're like kind of near the finish line. I say maybe another 10, it could be more. Like, however long it takes for me to tell this story, you know what I mean? Because I've got like a very loose script written in my phone, and then I have a bunch of these little Post-it notes and half pieces of paper and full-size pieces of paper of all of these layouts that I've done. So I'm kind of like slurping it, you know what I mean? Like taking a bit from here, taking a bit from there, and just really trying to get the visuals down, you know what I mean? Because like, it's a Filthy Ralph comic. He's saying a bunch of filthy, fucked up stuff, but I'm trying to mix, I'm trying to put Filthy Ralph in a horror comic, you know what I mean? But obviously he's not taking it seriously. And I keep saying this, it is very much inspired by Evil Dead. And I cannot wait for you guys to check it out. So it will be featured in issue 6 of 187. This is actually the very first color test print. So shout out to Bo Inc., who won the package, the Q&A giveaway. He got his stuff. I think he's out in Scotland. Shout out to Comic Crack. He got his stuff. I sent him a package because, we've become like pals. You know what I mean? I check out his stream. He checks out my stream, and it's really cool. It was, and he said he made a video showcasing all the stuff I sent him, and it was very. He said a lot of really kind things that really made me feel good because, I think that it's cool when you're talking to people about your own art that are also people that are creatives themselves, and like they take it seriously. As opposed to just, like, I could, like, show, like, a buddy of mine, be like, hey, like, look at this comic I made, and it's just like, haha, whatever, but it's like, they've never read like any like underground comics, or they don't know anything about like cartooning or anything, or like what it takes, you know what I mean? Because I think some people think that you just fucking take a pencil and set it on the paper and it's like boom boom boom. It's like, no, sometimes I've went weeks without drawing before because I was working on something that I just couldn't fucking crack the next code, you know what I mean? And or one thing or another. Like with Blood Drunk, all those fucking dots, I had to take breaks because my wrist was just getting fucked. That's just the bottom line. Like that was a lot of dots, and that's why I've sort of held off on that for a while, because it's too much. I love the effect, but again, it's just too much on the wrist. I know a lot of people. Shout out to Dunwich Creations. I just posted his Halloween piece on my Instagram, the Cinema 187 Instagram. But he uses a tattoo machine. I think that's convenient, but I don't know. I'm a fucking sadist, I guess, because I'm doing this Western, like the next big project is this Western comic that I've been hyping up for like, it feels like a year. Maybe it has been a year, honestly, but it's going to be worth it, because now that I've had this experience working on Out on Parole, working on fucking Pawn Shop Funnies, most recently Vomit Coffin, I know exactly what I want to do with the comic. And like the stuff that's most important to me about the comic is not like the story, yes, obviously, but I'm trying to deliver a visual story that you know, made by a cartoonist for a cartoonist, basically. You know, a couple of other cool things about 187 number 6 is it's the most comic heavy issue that's came yet. So far there's 1, 2, 3, 4 comics. There's 4 comics. Spark PDF did one. Blood Desert Comics, Cammy sent me one. Myself, and then Radioactive Blobfield, who's like you know, went through like the hurricane in North Carolina, and I'll be blunt, I haven't really talked to him in a while, and I don't want to put the zine out without him, but like I just want to hear from him, I just want to know that he's okay, you know what I mean? Like I said in the video, the zine stash video, I'll wait as long as he fucking needs. I just want to make sure that, you know, he's good, his family's good, and like that kind of shit, you know what I mean? So we'll just see what happens. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking like just put the zine on hiatus for life, but I'm definitely going to give my homie like a chance to, you know, get his fucking life in order and all that stuff, because I understand like that shit is devastating. You know, I know people in Florida got fucked up, North Carolina, like it's brutal, dude. It's like, what do you do? Because it's like a natural fucking disaster. I seen a video of a motherfucking this lady in her backyard, and like there was a river, and she was like, oh, they say it's gonna get like 10 feet higher or something, and like she showed a video the next day, the fucking water was level with her window, and it was like 30 feet down, like wild, you know what I mean? So everyone that's been affected by that, you know, hopefully, you know, you can somehow rebuild and recover, basically. But anyways, moving forward, if you want to order, or pre-order rather, Cinema 187 issue 6, message me at cinema.187 on Instagram, or you can email me. My email is on my website, which is in a link in the description of this video. Go to my link tree, click website. You can find like how to order and all that stuff. So I've got 4 issues of issue 4. I might as well show you. What the fuck am I doing? I've got 4 copies. I've actually been sitting on the same 4 copies for a minute here, but 4 copies of the Video Nasties issue and 4 copies of issue 1. So if you want to order one or both, you know, just message me. I've also got All Filthy Ralph is currently in print, so there's like 6-7 issues of that. The only ones that are available right now are 1, 2, Collected Strips 1, Collected Strips 2, Blood Drunk, and Pawn Shop Funnies. So I think that's 6. Because Out on Parole, I actually made a fuck up on my post on Instagram. I said that everybody that orders number 6 is getting a Out on Parole. No, you're getting a Pawn Shop Funnies, because Out on Parole is going to be going out with issue 6. So this is actually the first copy of Out on Parole. Actually, no, it's the second one, because I printed one, gave it to my dad. But this is really fun stuff. I've got all the, you know, I have these binders I've shown in videos where it's got all my my original art, and I feel like I might have gotten out of focus, because I feel like I got really close to the camera there. But I separated all my strip stuff and put it into one binder, and all my Vomit Coffin stuff, put it in one binder. So now my 2024 sketchbook is starting, it like really thinned out, but I wanted to separate that stuff because it's important for me to be able to like look at, like, get that stuff out, you know, in a pinch kind of thing. So without having to dig through. And the way that I had that 2024 sketchbook binder, it was like fucking a few random drawings and then like a strip, and then like part 2 of that strip is like 4 pages away, and it's just a fucking nightmare. So it's good to get all your art organized like that. I do gotta admit, like, I remember for a while I was really obsessed with sketchbooks. I have a bunch of sketchbooks with art, with no art in them, and honestly, my favorite way to draw right now is I just take a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, fold it in half, and that's the size I like to work at. I've worked at that size for so long that it's sort of just second nature, and that is the size that I've been working on Vomit Coffin. I will definitely show some artwork for that because I don't want to tease you too bad. So what you're looking at right now is just some finished work. Like, this stuff is raw scans. What you're looking at, like, this is not has not been darkened or anything like that. Like, I adjust the contrast to make the black solid and stuff like that. But I do gotta admit, I think I'm probably gonna not go as intense as I usually do. I'm gonna kind of keep it a bit so you can maybe see a little bit of those line marks. I don't mind. So that's Vomit Coffin, man. So it is coming as soon as 187 number 6 is done. And I gotta say, I appreciate everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody for being involved in the streams. Can't guarantee there's gonna be a stream this weekend or this Friday, because I really want to dedicate all my time to really hanging out with my wife, my dogs, and fucking drawing and shit like that. Like, she's got her crafts that she likes to do. I got my drawing and shit, and we just get high as fuck and make love and art as it is, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, stay safe out there. Happy Halloween. No razors in the apples. Make sure there's no fucking needles in the Twizzlers, and any other horrible things that could happen to children's candies. Adios.